Dakota, this game seems to drive some emotion before the puck even drops. In the pregame, you guys back and forth. How did that start and what was said?
I don't know if I can say exactly what was said, but we just thought there was some antics at the end of the game last night towards leading goal scorer in the AHL, and so there was a little bit off of that. And look at Seaver, his response. You don't want to fire that guy up.
Tell us what happens in that game and start things out. They come out obviously with a lot of energy, as they seem to always do, but you guys had some pushback today.
Yeah, I think it's just sticking with it. Every team, I think sometimes it's mistaken, when other teams, or when you have momentum, they have momentum. Both teams have a game plan that they're trying to execute. It's a game of adjustments. So a little bit of adjustments in the second that allowed us to play the puck a little bit more.
What do you like about that third period for you guys? That you stick with it this time, you get into it. What adjustments do you make?
Well, it was a weird period. There was a lot of, I guess I would say, stuff out of our control that was changing flow of game and different things like that. So you look at the special teams, came down to 2, one each way at the end. But again, it's just kind of sticking with our identity, our pace. At the end of the day, the drive. When you play a team as many times as you play Belleville, there's a lot of animosity, there's a lot of high energy. So it's being able to use that energy in a positive way to get the job done.
What did you learn about Alex Steves this year?
This guy's a gamer. He's just a gamer. He shows up in practice, he shows up in the game. Like I said, he's not a guy that, as the other team, I think you'd want to fire up, but he's already pretty fired to begin with. He just rips the puck. Him opening up on that one-timer on the power play, it's special to watch.
John calls him the student of the game. What do you think that means? And what did you see about that?
Yeah, obviously studying not only your own play, but play of other teams, play of guys in other leagues. And he's constantly looking within to see how he can adjust little things that make a big difference. And like I said, he brings it every day in practice. He pushes the pace. He brings a high energy for culture, pushes the culture in the room, and then it goes right through the lineup.
Canada-U.S. prediction?
Be a good game.
Matt, what do you like about the team's response from last night's 5-3 loss to the Ring today?
I think it was good. We had a slow start, but just getting back to our game, playing simple, playing hard, and I think we had a good second period and have to get the job done.
You guys, John Gruden said you guys didn't take care of the momentum last night. What do you like about the momentum that this team had today?
Yeah, once we get rolling, obviously, playing simple, playing hard, and then just feeding off each other. I think when someone's blocking a big shot, getting up on the bench, just little things like that. So.
What do you say about your line mates today?
Yeah, just playing simple, playing fast, playing north. I thought we played really well in our zone, so it was good.
When you look at this part of the season so far, how have you felt your development has gone?
Just trying to get more comfortable, just trying to stick to my role as a player, and just trying to do a job, be a piece of a puzzle on a winning team. That's what I'm trying to do.
John, we talked last night about not being able to capitalize on the momentum that you guys had in the game. Did you feel your team did that this afternoon?
Yeah, I thought it was. We weren't very. I'll be flat out honest. We weren't very good the first 20 minutes. They beat us to all loose pucks, won the battles, but I really did like our intensity after that. The 40 minutes, we made a few mistakes, but I loved how we responded to them, and got some huge momentum swings from our goaltender with some really big saves. So all in all, I was much more pleased. We were as a staff with our effort. And obviously we put ourselves in a good position to win. Would have liked to have done it in regulation, but that's the game. A win's a win. We'll take it and we'll move on.
A fair bit of gamesmanship in this one, both prior to the game and during the game as well. It seemed to fire up some folks on both sides. Alex Steves especially. What did you think of his game?
Well, I thought he was engaged. I thought he was totally engaged, and I thought he was under complete composure. Didn't take any unnecessary penalties. He kind of got under their skin a little bit, and because of that, I thought he got rewarded with some really nice goals on the power play. So I really liked his how he kept himself in check, and he was emotional without getting too emotional, and it was a good game for him.
And the game didn't seem to get away from the team emotionally either. Who do you see that keeps that thing in check on the bench?
Well, I don't know. Our bench was a little bit squirrely today, so I'm gonna take blame for that one, but I thought, all in all, when it matters, sometimes you need to have a little emotion. It's an emotional game. It's managing the highs and lows, and as long as you can do that without it affecting the way your team plays, it's okay. It's okay to show a little emotion. But I thought we did a really good job, and Blender and Shazzy did a good job of stirring the drink a little bit too, and then knowing when to calm it down.
What did you feel about the uneven way the game ends? Almost no power plays afforded in the game, only a few, and then at the end it seems like a whole flurry of special teams action.
Yeah, I mean, the refs, they always have tough jobs. I'm not going to comment too much, but I just watched the replay, and they came in and got a stick in when we had a puck covered, and our D do what they're supposed to, and they get them out of there, and we get taken to the box. Didn't like it. But, that's hockey, and, I'm just glad that we were able to overcome that.
What have you learned and seen about Matthew Barbolini's development this year?
He's come a long way. He's coming in at the end of last year really helped him understand. It's a different game, the college game to the pro game, and, he's got great speed. He's really starting to come along. He's kind of turning into a power forward.
You talked about the bench a bit squirrely, but out there on the ice was Akhtayamov, and it seems like he just doesn't get rattled, even if the situation late in the game, a tying goal, he's just standing there being himself.
But that was definitely, to your point, I thought that was the closest to him being back to his game all season. He was outstanding, made some really big saves, some game-changing, and one thing I know for sure about him, he likes to win. He celebrates like he likes to win. It's kind of nice to see a guy get a little excited after a victory. But, to your point, he was composed, made big saves, and I think he kind of thrived in that moment.